And check out the view from the CTV Skywatch camera looking north on 13th Street North just under an hour ago. Yeah, it looked pretty gray out there. It's still pretty gray out there. -7 is where we're at right now. That is our daytime high. -10 was our daytime low. And that's how we've bounced temperature-wise. -7, -8, -9, and -10. For the last 24 hours. Winds are out of the east at the surface, but up top, they're right out of the north. So that's why that colder air mass was over us today. We were hoping for some sunshine today. You folks in Pincher Creek had some about 9 a.m. this morning, but that was about it. Temperatures all over, as you can see, picking up those double-digit minus values as you look further to the north. We do have this low-pressure center here that we're hoping will eventually generate that warmer air mass, and it looks like it will start to come. Tomorrow we'll be in positive numbers, so we're keeping our fingers crossed on that. But we didn't have a lot of sunshine making its way down to the surface. The cloud cover really didn't break off as it crossed the mountains, and then with that upslope condition with the winds coming out of the east, everything just kind of backed up into the foothills and the mountains. So that's the reason that we've got the haze and we've got those ice crystals, and some areas saw some flurries. To the north, though, is where we really saw the snowfall. Calgary, Edmonton, Red Deer, all the way up into high level had periods of snow off and on throughout the day today. In the south, though, we just had that drift off of that mist and that cloudy formation, and the forecaster is indicating today that you can see all that mist that's isolated in southern Alberta, but to the west into the Continental Divide, you're looking at that rain-snow combination areas that have the pink hue, and then we've got the rain and the snow, and snow at the higher elevations as well. So a real mixed configuration of precipitation. All has to do with what the temperatures are at the various levels at the various times. You can see some of that mixed precipitation pushing off later today, and then as we get into tomorrow, we are expecting that area of high pressure that we were hoping was going to redevelop from the south and change the directional flow from an east to a southwesterly flow, and that really didn't happen. We're hoping that happens tomorrow and allows a little bit more of that warm air mass to move in from the southwest. That's the game plan. Whether Mother Nature will accommodate us is another story, though, but that's what it looks like things are lining up to do right now. Down east, big low pressure center anchored in northern Quebec is rotating some precipitation in various amounts. So we've got watches for snowfall warnings and snowfall warnings themselves, and heavy rainfall warnings mixed all through that area of eastern Canada and Atlantic Canada. In central Canada, cloudy skies, Toronto, Ottawa area, cloudy in Winnipeg at -13, -12 and -14, Regina and Saskatoon, snowfall there today. And as I told you before, -14 and snowing in Edmonton, -5 in Kelowna, cloudy in Vancouver right now, 11 degrees for a high there. Gee, we'd take that, wouldn't we? -23 in Whitehorse and -25 in Yellowknife, and they're expecting a couple of days of some snowy episodes in their forecasts. East Kootenay, you're looking at flurries tonight. Down to 0 for a low, up to 4 for a high tomorrow. You start off with flurries, and then as your temperature warms, the precipitation will change to periods of rain. Crow's Nest Pass, mainly cloudy tonight, a little windy tonight. Tomorrow, not so windy, 8 degrees for a high, and mainly cloudy skies throughout the day. Could see some ice crystals as well again tomorrow. Medicine Hat, chance of freezing rain tonight, certainly overcast, -4 for a low, +1 for a high. Mainly cloudy throughout the day, keeping our fingers crossed that you'll see a little bit of sunshine in the afternoon. And Lethbridge, mainly cloudy tonight, -3 degrees for a low. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy, winds out of the northeast at 20, and then hoping a shift to the northwest as the day progresses, 4 degrees for a daytime high. Some areas, though, are going to be slipping into the minus values, and as I said, it just has to do with where the temperature falls when the wind direction shifts. So it's a real bit of a transition day tomorrow again. We've got 6 degrees on Saturday, and then we have a chance of flurries. It looks like heavy snowfall, but it's a chance of flurries on Sunday, and then we've got sunshine as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Now, Dory's story. For all you video buffs out there, there's a new video contest you can get involved in. The Lethbridge Lifelong Learning Association knows that there are lots of interesting stories out there, stories about the struggles, challenges, and successes of learning. Now they're having a contest so you can tell your story and they can spread their message.
Increasing our awareness and bringing awareness to our profile in Lethbridge, and this video contest lends itself to that perfectly. It allows us to connect with our members. It allows us to connect with other nonprofit organizations that share the same goals as us. And it's also a great way to get involvement and participation from the community as well. There'll be brochures distributed to all of our members, and they're also listed on our website as well. And we're just going to, do some public service announcements, and we'll be putting posters out in the schools and that sort of thing. So we hope to get a lot of awareness out of the contest and that, but if all else fails, they can visit our website or come to our office here and learn more about the contest parameters and details. We want to know who's been successful. We also want to know where else we can improve. So we want to know how our organizations are helping adult learners as well. So we're just really excited to get some of these entries in and to see it from their perspective as well. But then also, they can showcase organizations that have helped family members or helped themselves and things like that.
Here's the details on how to get involved. Create a 2-minute maximum video detailing your perspective of the challenges and barriers to learning that adult learners face. Contest closes on March 1st, 2013 at 4 p.m.
Dory's Story, sponsored by Langenberg Optical, voted best of the best for 2012.